Hello everyone, in this video we will do chapter Attila. This is written by R.K. Narayan. So Attila is actually name of a dog here. So let's start the chapter. Before starting we shall see the new words. So the first one is optimism. That means a belief that good things will happen to you. Break into. It means to enter or open a place, vehicle, or a container forcibly, especially for the purpose of theft. That means to enter somewhere, keeping the purpose of stealing. Theft means act of stealing. Criticism. Criticism means the act of describing the good or bad points of a play, film, book, work of art, etc. The next word is burglar. That means a thief. A thief is a person who steals something from another person. So that person is called burglar. Next word is stroke. Stroke means to move your hand gently over somebody or something. The next word is strolling, which means to walk at a slow speed. On the contrary, next word means trotting. Trotting means to move with fast steps. And the last word is pounce. Pounce means to quickly jump or hold someone or something. Now we shall see about the writer as well. So the writer is R.K. Narayan. He is an Indian novelist and short story writer, best known for his Malgudi Days and Swami and Friends. His award-winning novel The Guide has turned into an acclaimed movie. With these, you should also know that Ruskin Bond and R.K. Narayan are two famous writers who write about India. So now let's start the chapter. So name of the chapter is Attila. We have one pre-reading task. Here you have been given clues as well. Alphabets have been given numbers here. According to their numbers, you have to first find which alphabet you'll get, and after that you have to guess the words, which are actually good qualities of a watchdog. So let's start it now. In a mood of optimism, they named their dog Attila. What they wanted of a dog was strength and fight. The immediate reason for buying him was a series of house breakings and thefts in the neighborhood, and our householders decided to put more trust in a dog than in the police. The puppy was only a couple of months old, and they were sure in 6 months he would be something to be feared and respected. So, this is about a family, and the family was quite optimistic. The family had optimism, a good belief that they must keep a dog, and they named that dog Attila. Why? Because they believed a dog more than a police. And why they had to keep the dog? Because they saw many incidents of theft in their neighborhood, and they just think that in 6 months or something, in a couple of 6 months, that dog would be really fearful and respected, as it would grow by that time. But as time passed, Attila showed a love of humanity and gentle behavior. That was something unexpected. He stood up 20 inches high and had a large frame, but that was not all. So, with the time, Attila grew up 20 inches high and had large frame. But Attila was not actually fearful. He showed love for humanity. He had gentle behavior. A variety of people entered the gates of the house every day: postmen, bill collectors, vendors, and friends. All of them were warmly received by Attila. So, many people used to come daily to this house, but Attila always welcomed them. They only had to stop and smile, and Attila would melt and become best of friends. The people at home did not like this attitude very much. They thought it rather a shame. Somebody comes and steals the flowers in the garden, and Attila won't do anything about it, complained the mother. He has better business to do than catch flower thieves, replied the young boy, always the defender of the boy. So, how did actually Attila welcome the people? With smile. And many people, they just didn't like Attila's attitude, especially the family members, because they just thought that it was actually shameful to have such dog, because many people, they would come and they would take flowers from their garden, and the mother complained about it. But the young boy always took Attila's side, so he was a defender of that dog, one who takes one side, so that means that person defends. So this young boy was the defender of the dog. And mother says that he has some other business to do. And what is that? Let's read. Well, what is the better business? He doesn't sleep all night. Mother, I have often seen him going round the house and watching all night. So, when the mother asked that what better work Attila has, then the young boy said that he doesn't sleep at night and he just watches the whole night, and that's why he is sleepy in the daytime. Oh, really? I'm quite alarmed to hear that, said the mother. Please lock him up in a room at night, otherwise, he may call in a burglar and show him around. He is the most noisiest dog I've ever seen in my life, said the father. The youngest boy at home did not like this, but the dog justified its criticism by very night. So the mother said that I am actually alarmed. To be alarmed means I am alert. I am quite alarmed to listen this, and please lock this dog in a room, otherwise this person can invite any thief in the house. And to this, father adds that I have never seen any dog who is so noiseless, because generally dogs, they bark the whole night and they make too much noise. But to defend the dog again, the young boy said nothing, but he didn't like that criticism. But actually, that criticism was justified that night only. Ranga. So now Ranga is a thief. Ranga, a thief, lived in a hut 3 miles from the town. At night, he visited the town and broke into houses to steal valuables. Valuables means things which are of a great value. That night, Ranga broke into Attila's house. He searched all the trunks and almirahs in the house and made a neat bundle of all jewelry and other valuables he could pick up. So that night, a thief called Ranga, who lived 3 miles from that town in a hut, he visited there at nights to break into people's house and to steal their valuables. So that night, Ranga entered into Attila's house and he searched everywhere, the trunks and almirahs, and he made a neat bundle, a big bundle of all the jewelry and other valuable stuff. He was about to go out when he saw Attila standing in front and looking up at him. Ranga thought that his end had come. He expected the dog to bark, but to his surprise, Attila did not bark. He waited for a moment and then licked Ranga's hands and rolled his eyes. Ranga whispered, I hope you aren't going to bark. So now, when Ranga was ready with that bundle of things, he was just about to go out. He saw Attila standing in front of him. And then Ranga thought that now he was about to be caught, because he thought the dog would bark now. But it was a great surprise for Ranga, because Attila didn't bark. In fact, Attila showed him a friendly behavior because he licked Ranga's hand and rolled his eyes. And Ranga just said, "Okay, so I just hope that you are not going to bark." "Don't worry, I'm not that sort," the dog tried to say. The burglar stroked his head. And the now the dog, he just wanted to say there that don't worry, I would not make a noise. I'm not that sort of dog. He opened the gate and went out. To his surprise, the dog followed him. Attila's greatest ambition in his life was to wander in the streets and freely. Now he had a good opportunity to fulfill his greatest desire. Attila liked Ranga so much that he wouldn't leave him alone, even for a moment. This sort of companionship got on Ranga's nerves. He requested the dog to leave him, but the dog, unmoved, sat before him with his eyes glued on Ranga. So now, when Ranga opened the gate and went out, he was surprised because Attila followed him. Because Attila just wanted to wander in the streets freely. It was like a lifetime opportunity for him, and his opportunity was fulfilled. Attila liked Ranga so much, and that is why Attila didn't want to leave him. On the contrary, Ranga got fed up with Attila and requested him to leave, but Attila was like glued to him. He was not going away. Meanwhile, in the bungalow, Attila's disappearance created a sensation. "Didn't I tell you?" said the mother, "to lock him up." Now, some burglar has gone away with him. What a shame! We can hardly tell this to anyone. And then later, in the bungalow, when Attila's disappearance was noticed, it just created a sensation. And then the mother said, "That didn't I tell you to lock him up?" Now some burglar has gone away with him. This is really shameful, and we can't even share this with anyone. I think we should, after all, thank that thief for taking away that dog, said the father. "He may keep the jewels as a reward for taking him away." And to this, the father said that we should be thankful to that thief because he took that dog away, and the jewelry would be like a reward for him for taking the dog with him. A week after the disappearance of Attila, the eldest son of the family was strolling in the lane of the city. There, he saw Attila trotting behind Ranga on the road. So, after 1 week of disappearance of Attila, the eldest son of the family was just strolling in the lanes. Lanes means street. In the streets of the city, and there he saw Attila, who was trotting behind the Ranga. Trot means to move fast with fast steps. So Attila was following Ranga there. "Hey!" shouted the young man, at which Ranga turned and thought that the man was shouting at him and broke into a run. And when Ranga saw that that young man called him, he thought that he was just about to catch him, and that's why he started running. Attila, who knew that Ranga wanted to desert him, desert means to leave, desert him, after after that, Attila ran after him. He did not want to lose his friend's company at any cost. As a result, he ran so fast that he overtook Ranga and blocked his way. Ranga stumbled over him and fell. So, when that man ran, Attila also ran after him because he didn't want to leave him. And somewhere Attila knew that his good friend Ranga wanted to leave him. So he just ran after him and he blocked his way. And this way Ranga stumbled. He just fell there. As he rolled on the ground, a piece of jewelry flew from his hand, which he was going to sell. The young man recognized the jewels and pounced on Ranga and sat down on him. A crowd collected, and the police appeared on the scene. So now, when the Ranga was on the ground, a piece of jewelry which he was going to sell, it just came out of his hand. And that young man, he recognized the jewel and he pounced on Ranga and sat on him. A crowd was collected there and police also came. Attila was the hero of the day. Even the lady of the house softened towards him. Whatever one might say of Attila, one has to admit that he is a very cunning detective. He is too deep for words. And now, after that incident, Attila became a hero, and the lady of the house, she also became soft towards him because she thought that he actually helped to catch the thief. And she said that whatever happened, we have to admit that Attila is a very good detective, and because of him only we could catch the thief. It was good that Attila had no power to speech, otherwise, he would have told the truth and lost the position of a hero. But actually, what was the reality? That this was actually a good thing that Attila could not speak, otherwise, he would have told everyone the truth and he wouldn't have got this position of a hero. So, this was the story written by R.K. Narayan, Attila. Thank you very much.